my name is Wanjiru, the love coach, a love and a relationship coach, here to help with the relationship challenges so that you can exceed your goals and become happy. And today, as you can see, I have a visitor. She will introduce herself. She will tell us her names. Yes, karibu sana.
My name is Lucy, and I'm so happy to be featured in Carol's channel. Wanjiru's channel. And yes, you'll hear more about me as we continue. And
guys, today I'm introducing a new series called What is Your Most Worst Character Development Story? In Nairobi, Kanairo, I know mumepigwa character development, and everyone has a unique story of character development, but tuna focus on your worst. Yes, I hope you have your worst.
Yeah.
Yes, we are ready. When you are ready, we want to hear. Tell us, where did it start? Yes.
Oh, it's my time. Okay, my character development happened here in Nairobi, especially it happened in Nairobi town, and it's about love. So I met this guy on Tinder, and we spoke for a while, for around a month and a half or something. We spoke via the phone after we exchanged our numbers online, and we got to know each other. So one day he told me he would like to take me out for lunch, and it was on a Sunday.
That was that was after how long of you seeing each other online on Tinder?
On Tinder we spoke like for around 2 to 3 weeks. Then we exchanged numbers. Now we came to speak on a personal level, like through my phone, WhatsApp, and messages. And he was so sweet. Like he would send me morning messages, evening messages, and they were lengthy, full of sweet words. So I had already like fallen for this guy. So when he told me he wanted to take me out for lunch, I was so excited, and I knew my turn had come for me to meet the love of my life. So I dressed up that day. I normally don't wear dresses, but that day I knew I was being taken out for lunch.
Kupiga luku.
Nikapiga luku. And I went town. We were meeting around 12. And he took me to a nice hotel. It's not fancy, but it's not bad. It was a nice hotel. We started off with cocktails, and he would he would tell me about himself. He would compliment me. He would tell me how good I looked. So he would tell me, I don't like how your hair looks like.
Was the guy a Kenyan?
Yeah, he was a Kenyan.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I don't want to name the tribe.
Yeah. They haven't paid. That is an ad.
So, as in he was good, I was like, thank God, finally I found my man. My time was come.
Your rib.
I found my rib. I was smiling. It was a good date. And then he told me he was supposed to meet a guy in town, and he kept calling the guy, and the guy told him that he's around where we were, but he couldn't locate the building. And then at some point he told me that his phone imeisha credo, so nimpe my phone. But me, hapo alikuwa sha ni sweep off my feet, like nilikuwa all smiles. I was so happy. So me hata sikuwa nafikiria hiyo time nilikuwa in love.
So had you at this point now, had you eaten something?
We were only sipping cocktails. So he was telling me we should order after like he has met the guy and has taken whatever he was taking from him. He was meeting him to give him his laptop. And then so he told me I give him my phone because he's ilikuwa credo. Like hata sikujiuliza si anaweza buy credit okoa, but I didn't ask. Me, I was like smiling and so happy. So I gave him my phone. He called once, and then he called later, and he told me the guy kept telling me he can't really locate the building penye tuko. And then I told him, okay, that makes sense, because ile building tulikuwa, they were like 3 or 4 buildings in a shikana. So each building with its own entrance. So I told him, okay, maybe you need to go down there and see where he is and
with your phone now.
At that moment telling him that
the phone, huh?
he had returned the phone. It was on the table, so he told me, let me call him the last time. So he took my phone and called him, and then he told me, let me go downstairs and tell him to to show him to locate the building, to help me locate the building. See, he went with my phone. And then I was looking at him smiling, and he would look back, smile back, and tell me, indicate that he is speaking on the phone. As he's walking away, and I'm looking at him. Then, after he walks out of the hotel, it took me around, it wasn't long before it started hitting me, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Because he didn't leave anything behind, his jacket, to indicate he's coming back. The only thing he left was his cocktail. So it took me 2 minutes or 1 minute.
I hope he had already paid for the cocktail.
No, he had not paid for the cocktail, and he had not given me any money. So it was me waiting for my phone and this other guy. So he has already gone out. So I called the waiter who had already served us, and we had told him to come back later when we are ready to order. See, the waiter came, and then I told him something is wrong. I feel like this guy has gone with my phone. I've helped him with my phone, and I feel like he has left. So he told me, let me go and check outside and see if he's out there. So he went there and asked the watchman. The watchman also told him that I saw that guy leave, but he left very quickly. So the waiter came back, but didn't tell me that part about the guy leaving quickly. He told me the guy is not there, but give him around 10 minutes. So I gave him 10 minutes. And you see what this waiter did? The waiter went and told the other waiters, and there were so many waiters. He told the other waiters that girl,
they formed a crowd.
Now the waiters were looking at me. Gosh, it was so embarrassing. And in my phone, I had around 120 shillings. 120 or 130.
In cash or in your
cash.
Okay.
All the other money
was how much?
It was 300, 150, 150. So I was like, if I'm supposed to pay this cocktail, I don't have enough money.
True.
So I still need a phone. So I called the waiter back after around 10 to 20 minutes and told him the guy is not coming back. He has obviously left with my phone. He's a con man. He's a thief. So please help me with your phone. I call somebody to send me money. I clear the bill. I just leave. And then the waiter tells me, he comes up with very, very... He didn't feel like helping me. So he went back and started talking with the other waiters. Oh man, I felt like now I would cry because of the embarrassment I was getting from the waiters. Instead of crying from the fact that my phone has been stolen. It was so embarrassing because they kept looking at me in a weird way. So finally the manager was walking around and he came and told me he had not heard the story because it came from a different outlet. He came and looked at me and told me, are you alright? And I told him, no, I'm not alright. And I told him what happened. And then he was so sorry. He was kind. And then he went back and told me, give me a minute. I go look for a phone because mine has a problem. After a while, he came back and told me I couldn't get another phone to help you with. Take mine. And it was true. His phone had a problem. I could hear the person who I called, but the person couldn't hear me. So I told the manager, let me take the person. So I texted a friend of mine. That was the only number I had offered. And because I was
did you try reaching out, calling
my number?
Yeah,
I did call. Before I called my friend's number, I did call my number, and it was already off. The guy had already switched off my phone. So I called my friend. After I realized that we have some connection problem, I decided to text, and my friend came through. He sent me 500 shillings. I cleared the bill, and then the 200 shillings I gave it to the manager as a thank you.
Token, okay.
And then I walked out with all that shame. I almost cried.
You have lost your phone, your lover.
The lovely part was so embarrassing. I almost cried because of how the waiters were looking at me. They kept looking at me. Others were looking at me like hauna adabu, something of the sort. Evil. So
it's like they are used to that con.
So that was the most embarrassing part. That was the part I almost cried. But about the phone kuibiwa, I really feel like I'm so stupid because the guy alinishower with love words and nikam trust that nilikuwa so stupid that I didn't cry over that part. I just said I've learned a lesson.
Okay, now has the guy ever reached out to you?
No.
You have never seen or heard
I've
him
never
again?
seen. I
And
even
his
went
profile
back.
on Tinder is
It's gone. I went back. Actually, after I met that guy, I had left Tinder. Plus, I had met other guys looking for potentials. So I had left Tinder, but I decided to go back in the name of looking for that profile. It had already been deleted. I also kept his number so that I usually wait for that day he will switch on. Impashe or something. Anyway, that was my character development.
That was a good one.
It was a good one.
I
had to buy a new phone.
What lesson did you learn, and what can you tell girls who are looking for love on Tinder?
Do not trust strangers. At least that day I thanked God. I walked away alive. We could have met in his house and maybe he could have dragged me.
Yeah, true.
Because those cases have already happened. So I thanked God I walked away alive. He only took my fall and my ego. He crushed my ego or whatever. But it's not advisable to trust strangers. Like, before you meet someone and that guy, you don't know him, take out or go with somebody and always carry extra cash.
Yes.
Don't go depending on the other party to pay your bills. Carry extra cash in hand, and also cash in M-Pesa in case anything goes wrong. And don't give out your phone to anyone. Tell him to take okwajazi or
better even send him credit. Yeah.
Don't give out your phone to anyone, and it has happened to another girl I know. So don't give out your phone to anyone, to any stranger, because a person whom you have met online, he's still a stranger to you.
Wow. Thank you so much for giving out your story. And girls have heard. I hope you have heard, so that the mistake cannot repeat itself to you, because you are aware. So I don't expect you to repeat it to yourself because you are aware. Shiro has given us her story, and I can't wait for episode 2. We have come to the end of episode 1. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.